Good afternoon and welcome to this 2025 Australian Handball Championship women's match between the ACT and Western Australia. My name is Lockie France. Lovely to have your company on this Friday afternoon. I'm sure the cricket is very exciting at the moment. I can see England are 8 down for 170 or so, which is very good news. But we have more important matters at hand here as WA take on ACT here. New South Wales defeated WA 32-18 earlier this morning, whilst ACT went down 28-18 to Queensland. So both teams looking to change their fortunes here and get a first win on the board for the competition, and we are underway. All right, it's going to be ACT with first use of the ball in their light blue and white strip, whilst Western Australia in the orange shirts with the black shorts. And save, Sophie Hinks. The WA keeper coming up trumps once again. As WA through Arutia, although it's broken up. Justine Hui. Will be the team from the nation's capital. There'll be a foul in there. Number 20, Renata Rusmir, looks to penetrate the defense. And, off the bar. Just attempting the lob there. Stephanie too low. And there's going to be a 7-meter in there, and I think they're going to say too low was defending inside the 6-meter. And off the post and away. Zelena Josipovic's goal remains unscathed through the first 2.5 minutes. And Amalfi, first goal of the day, goes the way of the team from the nation's capital. WA trying to make something happen, but ACT defense really strong. And the shot wide in the end. As saved Hikes. Quickly developing into definitely one of my favourite players I've seen so far today. A barnstorming performance against New South Wales earlier in the day. And it's a definite inside there. She just tried to sneak by the defender, but just Took a little too much space. And that's over the top. And referee Carlos pointing straight at the 7-meter line. Off the bar again. Renato Rosmere and Sophie Hines. Pretty happy with how things turned out there. It's the foul there. Is fired home. And it's been a game of missed opportunities and turnovers so far. WA over the wing, tough shot, really tough angle there for Gisela Montenegro, and ACT will come the other way, and this time Justine Hui puts it away for ACT's second goal. And saved. Body's hit the floor. Too low. The bar again. Sweet. Checking out. Just needs a quick breather. She says 1 minute, I'll be right. And Amouncy drawing the 7 meter. And fired home by Stephanie Toulou. Urrutia, and nothing gets by Carlos. Notice the foot on the line straight away. Urrutia into the line, fight home. Good defense there by Hannah Mouncy. Urrutia puts it off the post. And scramble for it remained ACT ball. Urrutia And someone's getting a card there. There it goes to. It will be on Mountie. Oh, and another shot off the bar. It's been the theme of the afternoon to this point. See what ACT can create here. 3-2, 10 minutes played. And WA come the other way with it once again. Except referee has spotted an infringement. Stella Chinchilla fires it. And finds the back of the net. Great ball movement, finds the wing wide open. Josipovic right there to make the save. A really good opening there fashioned by WA. The ACT keeper equal to the task. Oh, Sophie Hike says, what can I do about that? It's Kimberly Horostecki. Puts it over the WA keeper. Did all I could, but I can't grow 4 inches in a second. Garutia has it blocked away, and it'll be WA possession in the corner. There's a lot going on there, and referee Carlos Navarre is going to reach for his pocket. Yellow card. I think that might have been on Horostecki in jersey 13. Just saying, he's doing a little bit more than a regular foul there. Let's knock it off. I will say 7 metre, no goal. Goal. Fired home. Jersey 22. We don't have a 22 on the list. I think that's Camilla Mayardo. I will have to check that at half time on my team sheet from the other game. I don't believe WA had a 22 on the court in the last game. We'll check that out. It's Mountie now. Horostecki, and there's a 7 metre in there. Both teams really forcing the defense into doing things they really don't want to do. And easy as you like, Stephanie too low. From 7 metres. Score now 6-3 in favour of the team from the capital. Arunti tries to drop the pass there in there to Simon Bell, but not really on amongst all those ACT legs. I must say, I always do prefer a pass up high if the pivot has the height advantage. As that goes straight, maybe just over the outstretched fingertips of Josipovic. Oh. Nice to have you here, George. Victoria goalkeeper. Referee, what doesn't he do? You're enjoying the game. Ucha just directing traffic, conversing with Daphne Tashari. Ucha tries to get it into the line. ACT will come the other way. Forces the wide angle. WA did what they could getting back, but not on this occasion. And nice work, Gisela Montenegro. Worked her way across, found the opening she wanted. The keeper, natural movement is always to follow the ball, so he can manage to fire that shot back across goal with any real momentum. Makes it very difficult for the goalkeeper. Stella Sevilla-Chinchilla. Now Rusmir, the grateful recipient of a bobbling ball. Tashari can only laugh. Just popped up. The on-rushing ACT player. And can't go to hand, and just again those passes into the line not sticking for WA. Something they had a bit of an issue with in the morning game. It's too low, breaks through. And the swan dive at the end. Half celebration, half personal safety. And WA going to call a timeout before this gets out of hand. They trail 10-6. 17 minutes played in the opening half, and ACT really looking to break this one open. We've got Hannah Mounty making life very hard for the WA line players, 72 low. And then Stella Chinchilla directing things from centre back. And, well, both teams were guilty of a few turnovers, perhaps a few missed opportunities. Hit the bar a few times in the early stages, but definitely been ACT that have got things under control a little bit quicker here. And I hope that's not my commentary making the bench tired. It's been a long day for everyone involved. Players playing, players doing bench duty. And I want this tournament to happen. You have to be all in, and everyone here certainly is. As always, interesting to see what occurs out of a timeout. Scoreboard corrected back to 10-5. Greta Bernabe. I think she's probably someone I'd like to see them get a little bit more involved in the attack. And that's probably needs to go. I think Hannah Mounsey knew that she took too many steps there. No argument, but that pass there has to go straight into Solent Bale and then straight back out for Burnaby. I like the idea. Now, wing shot off the bar. Montenegro and oh, it's wide. So that's Tia Zinonos in jersey 4. A couple of mixed up jersey numbers will reconvene on that at the interval. Back to it. Remains 10-5. Mounsey off and running. There'll just be a foul in there. Way to break up the play. WA. And just no one tracking number 13, Kimberly Horostecki, quite well enough on that occasion. And ACT come away with it. They'll try to chase it down. Horostecki with the goal. Valiant effort by Daphne Shashari, but not quite enough. Oh. And again, broken up by ACT. Oh! Threading the needle, Stella Sevilla Chinchilla finding Hannah Mounsey for the goal. That is an exemplary pass. And with the scoreline now out to 13-5, we're going to see another timeout called by WA. I'll just take this time just to check on some of those jersey numbers. All right, so back. All right, 9:47 to play in the opening half, 13-5. The ACT lead, really breaking this game open. That first time out from WA. Oh, a timeout is a chance for both teams to have a chat about things, and ACT did just that and worked in their favour. Nice out there. Defending really high, and that lands for too low. WA looking to respond. Oh, that's just going to be 2 minutes. Suspension for Tia Zinonos. No malice in it, but just got all crossed up and put the player in a dangerous position. So WA can conjure here. Just a foul in there. And ball falls fortuitously. That's a better shot from the wing for Western Australia. Gisela Montenegro. She's been caught with some tight angles on a couple of previous attempts, but fashioned an opening for herself. Oh, that's off the post. Chance falls by the wayside for WA. As Chinchilla tries to get it in, Isabel Brandt there on the line, but oh, that is a bit of a hospital pass. Horostecki and Burnaby collide. And nothing forthcoming for ACT. So we go again through WA on attack, and that's just out of Tashari's hands. Chilla with the shot, saved, and Heiss gets it at the second attempt. Massey, no stopping that. Now it's a 15-6. Just can't chase it down. Anyway, they've got their chances. Montenegro, that's better. Again, I say that's better, but it's just as good as the last one. Zinonos, Chinchilla, check out. ACT, well, they're fashioning some fast breaks, but their attacking stats not going to plan. And a few goals here for WA. 15-8. The score with 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Inside of the post and straight into the opposite side of the net. Cannot do much better than that. Oh, and that is straight into Yosipovic's midriff. Wait, sorry. Wrong goalkeeper. That is Patricia Barria dos Santos. Let's keep an eye on my goalkeeper changes. Either way, it's back up. Another chance by the wayside for ACT. Oh, that's beautiful. No one really tracking Mariana Grandini on that occasion. She was just left all alone, right on 6 meters, dead in front of goal. Westmere have to chase that down. 72 low. Now Horostecki. Side of the side netting, unfortunately. But once again, that little cross. So let's change it up. Positioning and fashion an opening. There we go. The shot is off target because it came following a foul. Saved. Dos Santos down quickly. But as the ACT coach says, make this one count, please. His Chargers hit the bar once again. But saved at the other end. Dos Santos off the shot from Burnaby. All right, just about to the final minute of the opening half. 16-9, the ACT lead. Bouncy on the left back spot. She makes no mistake. Bouncy does a good job on defense, but Burnaby gets it away, but the next pass only half volleys Montenegro. ACT will have 10 seconds to work with, leading 17-9. Bouncy, no stopping her there. So, the halftime whistle sounds, and it is the ACT doubling up WA to the tune of 18 goals to 9 at halftime. It's been, I think ACT, they'd say they've had more opportunities. Probably could have scored a few more. WA might make the same argument, but nonetheless, it's the balls that actually do go in the goal that count. And it is ACT with that 9-goal lead. So we're going to catch a quick break and return in about 8 minutes' time with all the second half action. Welcome back for the second half of this Australian Handball Championships match between ACT and WA in the women's competition. ACT with a commanding 18-9 lead after the first half. Let's see what WA can conjure here with the opening possession. As Tashari, no, not on this occasion. Saved by Josipovic. Rusmir's shot tipped away, and the WA players looking to corral the rebound inside 6 meters. Managed to snag a very special guest. Handball Australia legend, national team coach, Tate Ramadani. Tate, how are you doing?
Good. They've been enjoying the game so far. There's been a lot of interesting games, a lot of excitement. So, yeah, this is my happy place.
This is your happy place.
Yes.
Very good to know. Any particular players you've seen today that you maybe weren't expecting that have impressed you?
Yeah, I've been watching the men's game more. I've been focusing on that, where we have an Asian Championship coming up. So I'm keeping a really close eye on some of the players. And there are some young players that have really impressed me. I've just watched ACT play versus the New Zealand team. And Alex Chestich had a really good game. He's one player that's only 17 years old, but stepping up and working really hard, and he's playing really well. He's got a good jump, good technique. In Queensland, I noticed a couple of really good young players as well that are coming up. So yeah, it'll be interesting to keep seeing how they develop.
And of course, as a Canberra man, you must be pretty happy with how things are going in this game.
Yes. They took control from the beginning of the game, and now they just need to stay composed and take the 2 points.
As we watch here is just off the post. Goes that shot, and he'll come back the other way. And of course, New South Wales versus WA tonight, and ACT versus Queensland. Both games for top spot in the group. I assume you'll be positioned right there in the middle, walking between each game?
Yeah, trying to do a bit of that. It's a bit tricky because both women's games at the same time and both men's at the same time as well. So, doing a bit of walking to and fro.
Very nice. And you mentioned you've got an Asian Championships coming up. What else is in the offing for the national team program?
Well, we have a camp coming up in December, a longer camp at the Australian Institute of Sport, and we have some online meetings which we do with the players. Given that we have about 18 players overseas, for now the only way to connect with them is through these online meetings. We have tactical sessions, and we discuss our opponents as well. So we do that on a fortnightly basis. And the camp leading up to the Asian Championship will be about 10 days long in Kuwait. So that's where we'll have the first opportunity to meet the players and spend some time together.
And for those who don't know, those players overseas, where are they based? What kind of leagues are they playing in?
Interestingly, most of them are based in Norway. We have about 8 or 9 in Norway, playing in various leagues. We have a couple in Denmark, Germany, one in England, and a couple in Spain as well.
So are they all Australian-born players? We've got some players with Australian parents, grandparents over there.
A bit of both. There's some that are born to Australian parents, some that started their careers here in Australia, and they've just taken the risk and gone overseas. It's a mix of both, and it's good to see. Good to see a lot of Australians heading up to Europe and trying their luck in good competition.
Yeah, I mean, any chance you get to test yourself against high-level competition, I guess you have to take it if you can.
Yes. This is something that's being in Australia, we're a bit isolated from the top competitions. We don't always get chances to go to Europe or Asia to play in these tournaments, but when we do, we take the best opportunity of that.
Very nice. So your national squad, what's the balance between homegrown players and overseas players at the moment?
It's 50-50 at the moment.
Okay.
So we have 20 of the guys, about 20 of the guys in Europe and 20 here.
Okay.
So it's a squad of 40. And we're hoping to make a selection by the end of this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
So players are playing for more than just a national championship here. They're playing to perhaps get a spot on the plane.
That's right, yeah. And they're all aware of that, and they're working very hard to try and get those final spots.
Beautiful. Well, thank you. We won't take up any more of your time, but thank you so much for joining me and jumping on the call. Great to get a little bit of insight about the national team program. Glad you're enjoying the weekend, and I'm sure I'll see you around throughout the week.
Absolutely, doing a fantastic job, so keep going.
Thank you very much.
Let me know if you need me to help again.
All right, will do.
Okay, all the best.
And bit of a tangle there. There's 21 go to Burnaby. Hits the floor. Now 20-12, 6 minutes into the second half. Oh, flicks it out the back. Beautiful work by WA and Urrutia in that trademark hairstyle. The grateful recipient of the pass and fires it home. Oh, that's into Hank's face, but I think it was off her own arm first, and she shakes it off. She's fine. It's like Selena Becker's checking in. There's Daphne Tachari and straight into the teeth of the defense. And can anyone save it? WA can. And then we're going to get 3 seconds or steps or something. But either way, it's going the other way. Yeah, I think referee Carlos is saying that. I think that was 3 seconds. Chinchilla and Mouncy just getting on the same page here. Is it going to end? Oh, thought it might end with dishing it off to Chinchilla. Mouncy's the opening created itself. It's the right option really either way, and it's going to be 2 minutes for Kimberly Horostecki. Wry smile on her face, but really shouldn't have expected anything else. And just off the bar. Gisela Montenegro. Can't say she hasn't given a great account of herself. She's been firing away at will when given the opportunity. And she's made a lot of opportunities for herself. And attacker foul there. WA. Get it done through Burnaby. And Alicia So there in jersey 20. Okay. I think Hartoon Mouse on the Western Australia bench there. Laura Madsen there in jersey 30, attracting 2 defenders. Too low, off to Mouncy. Chinchilla goes to ground. Too low. And Madsen could not be more open if she tried. So, Burnaby drops it off to Shari. And Josipovic followed it the whole way. WA back with it. Just be a foul there as Burnaby. It's tangled up. And going the other way. And that was steps. Tears in on us. And WA just can't fashion a chance at the moment. Just in these last couple of possessions and bring this margin back down below 7. And Horoseki pushes it back out to 8. 22-14. Just under 19 minutes to play here in the final women's match of day 1 of the Australian Handball Championships. Ruccia gets it off. And referee states steps, but a foul. Or no advantage because of the steps anyway. Ruccia. Tesari just gets it in. Bottom corner. Very tough for the keeper to reach down there. Stella Chinchilla directing traffic from the centre back spot. That pass into the line. Off target. Becker is right there for the long pass going the other way. She puts it straight past Josipovic. Going to see jersey 6, Lali Orsatti, into the game. Did bench duty earlier on one of the games. As I said earlier, takes a village this tournament. Takes a village to prevent a goal. Defense forces a tough shot, and keeper does the rest. As Ruccia is called. Tullo tries to get the pass into Mountsy. WA wise to it. This game is far from done. Get this back within 5. 15 minutes still to play. They'll have halved the deficit in 15 minutes. They don't have to get it all back in one hit. And nice interplay, but all it takes is one pass to not quite go to hand, and it really allows the defense back in. And stolen away. ACT kind of made a meal of that opportunity. Zella Montenegro didn't make a meal of that. They absolutely lasered that one home. And ACT going to call a timeout. They're up 22-17, so that is a scoreline of 8-4 in favour of the Western Australian side for this half. So they can him coming back at the same rate out of this timeout. It's going to get very, very tense in this final women's match of the day. Was here at round 1. Yeah, WA fell to defeat to New South Wales by 14 goals. ACT lost to Queensland 28-18 by 10 goals. Well, they come out of the timeout saying, who's best? West. Time for them to prove it. 14 minutes and 33 seconds to bring back a 5-goal deficit. We almost saw Victoria bring back a 5-goal deficit in 3 minutes or so in the last men's match. As Mountsy reels that in. Spectacular by Hannah Mountsy. The pass was where only she could get it, and she could only just get to it. Once she had it in her hand, it's only going one place. Tashari saved. Dos Santos into the game. Looks like they'll play 15 minutes or so. We'll see if that continues for ACT throughout the tournament. Very nice to have 2 goalkeepers you can count on. Hello, Mountsy. It's definitely going to be a 7-metre in there. Becker left with really no option. Thinking about great goalkeeping tandems. Amandine, they know her backup at one point at club level was the same player who replaced her for France after international retirement. Now that is a goalkeeping duo. Just barely making something happen. In the end, they opened up a pretty good opportunity out there on the right-hand side. Shot over the bar. Saved! Sophie Heinz. Getting a really good account of herself once again. Can't tell. I'm really enjoying watching her play. Well, I'm enjoying watching a lot of players in this game play. The scoreline now reads 24-17, 11.5 minutes to play. Off the bar. Mountie once again there, and she's really starting to play havoc with the WA defense. Gonna be too low to take the 7-meter penalty, and hits the bar, hits the upright, sorry. And it actually went out over the sideline. Montenegro buries it inside of the post again. Could not get a better location. There's Chinchea's shot. Knocked away by Hanks. Burnaby. Oh, a little bit of momentum for the Western Australians. Goal, stave, goal. But they just can't have these little lapses where they let Mountie set position right on the 6-meter and fire home or earn a 7-meter penalty. Arusha. It's a way through, but just a regular foul there. Sorry, blocked away by Dos Santos. And ACT just keeping this lead above 5 goals. That's all they really need to do. Just keep things rolling. Mariana Grandini. Horostecki, Chinchilla. And Renata Rusmir forming the back court here for ACT. And Horostecki's just going to take off straight into the defense. And if no one's going to step to her, she's just going to take all that space. Someone just really needs to be aggressive there on defense there for WA. Step up, close off her space. Don't let her get the momentum and take a shot. That's a principle really across sports. You can't give opposition players space. Not this time. It's the foul. Sorry, made a nice cut there into the close quarters and might have had a chance as Grandini is fouled. And that's going to be too many steps. You'll see Vera Juby into the game. For ACT. You see Justine Wee score for ACT. Soldan Bayer into the game. They're on the line for WA. Haven't seen her in a minute. She's back there. Arugia fashions an opening, and she'll earn a 7th throw for her troubles. Just chopped on the arm in the act of shooting. 2 minutes for Justine Wee. Motivated to take the 7 metre and promptly delivers it straight into the net. And that has bounced away from everybody. WA. Soldan Bayer. And saved! Dos Santos. I think he'd end up, yes, over the sideline. So, WA ball. And ACT only come the other way, but that pass really had to be thrown. It was a turnover regardless. Alicia Mathieu there in jersey 18. Mathieu, Russia, Bernabe, oh! Into the keeper's head, and that will be 2 minutes. Well, obviously no malice in a situation like that. What was it? So is that? Oh, the 2 minutes was the other way. The 2 minutes was, there's no 2 minutes because there's the foul. So, in all of that, 2 minutes to ACT, I think it was Vera Juby, 2 minutes for the foul, and then the shot came. It hit the keeper in the face, but it's not 2 minutes because I can only assume because of the 2 minutes for the foul by the ACT player. Clear as mud. And that is a dangerous pass. Russia. Montenegro puts it wide as we roll down into the final 3 minutes of the final women's match of day one. ACT, 7-goal lead here, 27-20. You'd have to think that they are going to take the W in this one. as that is vision to find that pass, and probably WA should have been wise to it and probably could have even picked it off. And that is a nice shot. Kimberly Horosdecki just running onto the ball with momentum and using that momentum to fire the shot home. As that's always going to be tough from that tight angle with the right hand, and we keep a ball in any event on the second attempt. That pass goes to hand. It's very good for the ACT. Instead, it's WA on the break. And another turnover. Zuby will earn herself 7-meter throw. So he steps up to take it. Looks like it's going to be Horosdecki. And can't convert. For the second time, 7-meter throw goes out over the sideline. All right, down to the final minute. 28-20 the scoreline. It was 18-9 at half time. WA can take a lot out of this second half. And 7-meter. Saved by Sophie Heinz. And last shot of the game goes wide. So a 11-10 second half in favour of Western Australia. But it is ACT taking out the victory 28-20 in this final women's game of the day. Considering the first events of the first half, it definitely looked like ACT could have gone on with it, but credit to the Western Australians. They fought back. They got it back within a reasonable margin, 4 or 5 at one stage, but ACT pulled back together. They were able to get Hannah Mouncy the ball a couple of times there right on the line and push it back out to 7, and it remained there or thereabouts for the entire rest of the contest. We do have a couple of men's games coming up to finish out the day. We've got ACT versus Queensland over on Court D, and then we've got New South Wales and Western Australia here on Court F with the commentary. Please do join us for that one, because they are both battles for top spot in the group. Winner gets a free ticket through to the semi-finals. But until then, I think the next games are going to start at around 7 o'clock. And until then, I have been Lockie France, and you have been amazing.